Do you ever wonder just how effective your ventilation system is at keeping you safe? Unfortunately, many manufacturers' claims are misleading. Here's why. Ventilation rates for rooms are measured in air changes per hour. People typically think of this as the number of times per hour that the air in the room is fully replaced with clean air. But that's not how it works. If your room has 10 air changes per hour, that means that every 6 minutes, an amount of fresh air equal to the volume of your room has come in through your vent. But the second that fresh air enters the room, it starts mixing with the dirty air, and so what leaves the room is a diluted mixture. Let's look at an example. Imagine that this glass is a room full of air. Science considers air to be a fluid because it moves and mixes in the same way. A single drop of blue coloring is analogous to a sneeze, filling the air with the blue virus particles. Watch what happens when we pour a glass of fresh water into this one. See how the force of the water falling ensures that the fresh water doesn't just fall off the top of the glass. Instead, it rapidly mixes, and it's diluted water that then falls off the top. Look at how much dirty air is left after a supposed air change. Now let's see what happens when we do it again. After 2 air changes, there is still a significant amount of blue. If that blue were poisonous, would you drink from the glass? Let's speed this up. Even after 4 or 5 air changes, there is still significant coloring. Only after 6 or 7 air changes does it start getting down to the barely noticeable point, and even then, you can still see some blue. Now imagine that that blue was infectious virus particles. Makes you think, doesn't it? Now, let's try this again. What if we have a room full of contagious virus particles, but now we have something that can neutralize that virus? Let's take advantage of the mixing property. As soon as we put the neutralizing compound into the room, it spreads and deactivates the pathogens. Suddenly, with less than a single air change, you have clean, breathable air. This technology exists, and it's called ActivePure.